Hello, my name is Randy Rolfe, and I'm an independent consultant with the Nikken company, and we have a wonderful group of consultants here. We're going to share our experiences with Nikken. I'm going to go through a short PowerPoint and then have a special guest share her story. So let me share my screen. And we believe Nikken is a better way to a life in balance. And we like to focus on three areas: people, planet, and profit. And it's a wonderful idea for the ideal business. We're all about the compounding effect of the small decisions you make every day. And that's so much more important than any great goal that's out there, but just those daily habits add up to whether you truly have a life of balance with income, health, relationships, happiness, and success, or you're not living up to your full potential. If you're making those small choices every day in all those areas, you have humans being more, which is the motto of the company. So we believe Nikken is truly an amazing strategy to reach active wellness, and we do it through collaborative entrepreneurship. This was the original philosophy of Nikken, and it still holds true for every decision they make. And we all embraced it, the 5 pillars of health. It's a definition of success: having healthy mind, healthy family, healthy society, healthy finances, and healthy body. And what we're faced with every day is modern stresses. And they're growing, and they're chronic, and they cause all kinds of mental and physical disabilities. And the main one that people are most aware of is finances. And you're either in the area where you have no leverage, you're selling your time for money as an employee or even as a self-employed person, or you can leverage your time and money, either like an investor like Warren Buffett if you start out with a whole lot of money, or you can be a business owner. And then you can leverage through your own time and money with other people helping you. And the only problem with a place like McDonald's is you still need a whole lot of money to start. But more and more people are looking at the gig economy, where you have temporary engagements or something you can do on the side, that you have mobility, you have control over your time, you have more work-life balance. And millennials and younger generations know the corporations are not going to give them the life they want. So we know Uber's grown tremendously, Amazon, and between the internet and more creative gigs like Uber, things are changing dramatically. And we think Nikken is the ultimate gig opportunity because it's easy to get started. It integrates into your life. We have amazing leadership and collaborative help, a system, a turnkey system, and low cost of entry, under $100 to get started. And what we do is leverage through others. We work together as a team. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So we invite you to join Nikken, share it, invite people to be partners. Nikken does all the work, and they pay us handsomely. So Nikken developed the idea of a certified wellness home, and our goal now is every home a wellness home, because that's where you renew and regenerate and heal and relax and so on. And Nikken's developed products in all areas, and it's a cash flow engine, because once you're using Nikken products and sharing with others, it's a whole way of life, and that's why we call it a better way. And we can get into more detail about how to build a business if you're interested in becoming a partner. It's quite an amazing way to go, and that's a little diagram of how we do the collaboration. And we continue to get help as we get more and more valuable to the company and involve more and more people in our own business organizations. So what one apple seed can lead to is incredible. So we can be an apple seed and help hundreds, thousands, even millions of people just by sharing the Nikken lifestyle with people. And this is a wonderful diagram about how the business works. We help the individual people in our organization. Each of them has customers, and the profit at the top is what happens to us as the leader of our organization. And these are some of the ways that Nikken benefits us with profits, bonuses, trips, rebates, and leadership overrides. So what active wellness looks like, again, it's those small decisions every day to overcome stress, to get better sleep, to get rid of toxins in our air and water. Don't need to go into detail. They're in headlines every day. And of course, the worst part of it is our children are getting a bad start in this kind of environment. And obesity is a problem, nutrition's a problem, exercise, and so on. So we choose to be healthy by choice, not by chance. And we invite you to explore that further with looking at your 5 pillars of health. Where can you go to improve the areas that are weak? And Nikken has ways of doing that. So again, we have our wellness home, and these are our products, and we'll be talking about them with our special guest. We have basically 3 categories. The daily things, nutrition and skincare, and then the environment, clean water, relaxing magnetic products, truly amazing. So I'm going to stop the PowerPoint now and invite our guest, Connie Livingston. Connie, thank you so much for joining us. And if you would share what you were doing when Nikken came into your life and what caught your attention and how it's affected your life.
Great. Thank you, Randy. I started my Nikken journey about a little over 15 years ago. And I started with a product experience. I'm a fitness instructor, and I have been for over 40 years. So I was teaching sometimes 5 classes a day, and I went through the era of what I like to call Rambo aerobics, which was high intensity, high impact aerobic exercising, jumping up and down on surfaces from concrete to carpet. And that was not good for my feet. So I had very sore feet. Not an earth-shaking problem, but it impacted my life in that I couldn't take a walk with my husband after work because my feet were too sore. I thought I was going to have to give up teaching exercise, and that's something that is my passion and I love very much. I went to the doctor, and he said, your option is to stop at being active and take painkillers. I wasn't interested in doing either of those things. So when another friend of mine who is an instructor said, well, she said, I want you to try these. And I didn't know what they were. And she said, they're magnetic insoles. And I said, all right, I'll try anything. And I did. I put them in my shoes, and within 1 week, I had no more discomfort in my feet. My legs had more energy. I felt a better spring in my step. And at the end of the first week, my exercise classes begged me to take them out of my shoes because I had a little bit too much energy. But I haven't, and that was 15 years ago. I wear them all the time. That got my interest. And then as I talked to women in exercise class, they would come up and say, I work retail at Nordstrom's and stand on my feet all day, and my legs and feet just kill me. So I said, try these insoles, and they did. And built upon many small successes with that, I wondered, well, what other products does this company have? So I looked into the company and found out they had many products. And they also had a philosophy. of living a healthy lifestyle to build balance into 5 pillars of health: healthy body, mind, family, society, finances. And I thought, gee, balance. I've always believed in that. I have been self-employed, worked as an exercise teacher, owned my own company so that I could have family time. That was very important to me, to be able to be home at lunch and after school and so forth. And so I thought, well, that's very good. They also had a philosophy of humans being more and helping other people. And I thought, well, that's what I believe also. It was a solid company. It had been around since 1975, so it wasn't a newcomer on the block. It was an international company. And based on that, I started trying the other products. And for me, with my active lifestyle, proper good sleep is critical. It's not just being horizontal for 8 hours. It's getting restorative, rejuvenating sleep. I wake up every morning without the side effects of having taught 3 or 4 classes the day before or the day before that. So for me, it's about recovery. And I'm refreshed. I start each day that way. I'm rejuvenated. I use the water system because hydration is key. We know that. I program the classes for the seniors at our local hospital, and hydration is a huge problem for them. They don't want to drink water. They may not like the taste. So I offer them the option of drinking a water that is slightly alkaline, ionized, and just tastes better. They describe it as smooth, and I think it is smooth. So I use the water system. The water bottle, the sports bottle, is handy when you travel or go away because it gives you that same filtrated water. The shower system takes the some of the bad stuff out of our water that comes through the shower. So I'm very much starting my day on the right foot. I use the protein, the Kenzen Vital Balance, because it's not just protein powder. It has in it medium chain triglycerides, which help with focus. And when you do as I do and teach a 45-minute, fairly choreographed exercise program, then you know that you have to stay focused. So I mix mine with a product called Siaga, which is a wonderful antioxidant and has all sorts of nutrients in it. And with the KVB combined with that, it just gives me that boost and start to the day. And I have shared this with others, and they find it so helpful also. I use the nutritionals, which I call bio supplements and bio-nutritionals, because I do eat a healthy diet, but I need to use the bio-nutritionals in areas that I'm not as good on. So, for instance, the lactoferrin is something. We all have heard about gut health, and gut health is the key for our good, healthy living. And this lactoferrin is wonderful for that. So I use the nutritionals. I don't start my day about every 5 days, actually, without the shampoo. I could do a half an hour on just the shampoo. I love it. It's like a spa treatment for my scalp and hair. It keeps my hair shiny. I don't have to shampoo as often. It doesn't have the bad things in it that are not good for our systems. I have women in my class that use it that tell me they get stopped in airports and asked, "Your hair is so great, what do you use?" And that's what these products are all about. They're wonderful products. They're scientifically researched. I would hate to have to go to the vitamin counter at Whole Foods and look at the shelf after shelf after shelf of vitamins and minerals and try to make my own mix of all of that. I let Nikken do that. They have the research behind it, and all of their products are blended so that you don't overdo in any one area. And that is very important. People that try to mix and match their own often get themselves in trouble. So, plus, it saves me a great deal of time. They come to my door on a once a month basis, and I don't have to spend time looking at shelves of vitamins. That to me is very important. So the sleep, the hydration, the bionutritionals, the start of the day with the Kenzen Vital Balance, for me, it's all just part of a healthy lifestyle. And choosing to be active by choice and not chance is one of our little slogans. And it's so true. I'm very proactive, always have been, in my health through exercise and through eating right. My children and now my grandchildren are the same way. They see the difference it makes on the trajectory of how you want to be functionally fit as you grow older. I also train professional athletes. I was the strength training coach for the former light heavyweight boxing champion of the world, Montel Griffin. And so I know the importance of training, whether you are a child training for a sport. I do elite high school athletes, and they all have the same building blocks. It starts with a good balance of proper sleep, proper hydration, good nutritionals. Now, on the occasion when I do overdo, then Nikken has a wonderful sports cream that has cetyl myristoyate in it, and that's for the occasional ache and pain, ache and discomfort. They also have a product called 10-4, which is that little pickup at about 3 in the afternoon when you don't want to have a cup of coffee or get jittery. It gives you a good lift, and it's based on matcha tea, matcha green tea, and it gives you that lift without the jitters. That time of day seems to be the time of day when I want something. It's when my kids used to come home from school and you'd given them their after school snack. But my children are now in their 50s, so I can't do that. Can't use that excuse. I just am so proud of the company for doing the research and putting out a line of products that fit so seamlessly into your everyday life. If you walk, you've got the insoles. If you sleep, you have a sleep system that is second to none. The water is convenient and it is well filtered, 4 different systems of filtration in this water system. And so all of the nutritionals are based in science and founded in nature. It's a wonderful company, and for me it is all about the balance. And so I simply share these products with other people, and based on that I have a wonderful side gig to my exercise business. I grew up in the gig economy. My dad was a professional musician and comedian. So I lived by the gig economy. I understand it. And so do the young people now. This is what they want to do. They don't want to have a 9-to-5 that is on wobbly feet. So I think that for many reasons, looking at this from the physical standpoint of their products to the business standpoint of another way to do a little side hustle is wonderful. Gives you time freedom, and as I get older, time freedom is the most important. So that's my story. I use the osteodens. Here's my chart. I went from osteopenia to back to normal within 3 years using the product. I have them all here handy, osteodens. So based on that, I'm all in.
That's great, Connie. Oh, that you covered it so well. The whole picture. There's nothing else on the planet like Nikken. I used to be a corporate lawyer, and my husband as well. And when we looked at Nikken, there's no other company that is so lean and clear about its mission and helpful to its field, which we are. And then the products, they're, like you said, so well researched, they're patented, they're unique in the marketplace. There are people who try to imitate us, they can't, because Nikken puts everything into each product. The sleep system isn't just the magnetic field, it's all natural, it's sustainable, and it has a pillow and comforter to give us the proper warmth spread. And as you've said so well, the nutritionals are unique and extraordinary and never overdone. They all balance, which I totally love. So thank you so much, Connie, for telling your story. And it's all about putting the body in the right environment where stress doesn't build up. And as someone who's worked with so many athletes and now older and younger people as well, we have so many athletes and professional health care people in Nikken because they really appreciate what big a difference this kind of these daily choices can make. And thank you for sharing how well it's all these little decisions during the day, and Nikken makes it so easy because they've got it all. So thank you so much for sharing, Connie. Any last bit of advice to people who are just exploring Nikken for the first time?
Well, you're never too old or too young to start a healthy lifestyle. And Nikken makes it very easy to start with a product or two and then build a wellness home, which I think is the goal for all of us, is to have a home environment that is safe for us, our children, our grandchildren, and beyond. And Nikken does that, and they saw that vision years ago. And that has been their purpose all the way along. And I appreciate their consistency in products and mission. And it's something that is easy to get passionate about.
Thank you so much. Just in conclusion, I'm going to share a couple more slides here. So let's begin your new success story of active wellness and living a life in balance in the 5 pillars of health. Become a customer, get the products. There's nothing else like them, and you won't believe how good you can feel. You don't know how good you can feel until you're using Nikken products. And if you'd like to join us as a part-time entrepreneur, have a gig on the side, or even full-time, replace your current method of income. And as Connie said, you can set yourself free financially. And so thank you very much for joining us. And we believe Nikken is a better way.
Thank you.